So over the last couple of days, I have been giving my fellas relationship tips. If you have not checked those relationship tips out, you can find them on Instagram and you can also find them on Facebook. Those are relationship tips 1 through 8. Also YouTube as well. If you have not, you can go to YouTube. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But today I want to give my fellas relationship tip number 9. And relationship tip number 9 is perception, fellas. Perception is real. If you have not, please make sure you go and watch this movie. It's actually a comedy, but it's actually a good movie for relationships. It is called Lovebirds. And you can find this movie on Netflix. It's starring Issa Rae, and I forget her boyfriend's name in the movie, but it's a great movie. It's a great comedy. I advise you to go see it. But anyway, there was a scene in the movie where Issa Rae and her boyfriend had to go to her friend's house where her friend was already having a party, and her boyfriend was dressed down because they were trying to solve a murder, right? So they were in street clothes or whatnot. And so they went to her friend's house, all right? And once they got to her friend's house, the only reason why they went to her friend's house was because they needed to change clothes. They knew if they went to their house that they would get caught by the police, right? So they went to her friend's house to change clothes. When they got to her friend's house, there was a scene in the movie where Issa Rae and her friend was talking, and Issa Rae was just telling her like, yo, you and your dude, y'all got it going on. You know, I really love seeing y'all. Facebook, Instagram, y'all are killing it. You know, I wish me and my dude can be like that. And her friend killed it. Like, her friend told her like, listen, girl, like, I only do that. I only post stuff like that on Instagram and social media because I have 2 exes that follow me. I'm only trying to make them jealous, right? That's why I say perception is very real, because we can look at other people's relationships just on social media and automatically think that they have it going on, and really they don't. Really, they just putting on a show. Really, they might just be making another man or another woman jealous, right? So we can't look at other people's relationships and think that, man, I wish our relationship like that. I wish we can go out of town like that. I wish we could travel like that. Because that is just a highlight of that relationship. If you understand what I'm saying, that's just a highlight. That's not showing you behind the scenes of that relationship. You don't know what that person, you don't know what that individual is going through with their spouse. So don't ever compare your relationship to others or wish that you had what others had, because you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. And I wrote some stuff. Also, a false perception creates a false perception or reality for your life. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to, like I mentioned before, you don't want to go into these relationships or be in a relationship with your spouse, and because you've seen something on TV like Martin or the Jamie Foxx show, something like that, or you see something on Instagram or Facebook, you see these people parading their relationship, and now you want that for your relationship. You don't want that. You don't want that. You want what's going to be authentic. You want what's going to be real for your relationship. You can't worry about outside people, because once again, you don't know what is really going on behind closed doors. Also, you got to understand that expectations may not ever get met. So putting these expectations on your spouse that may not ever get met is going to kill your relationship. And it's going to hurt you more than it hurts your spouse. Because your spouse is going to change when your spouse wants to change. Your spouse is going to do the things that they want to do. You can't force them to do the things that you want them to do. Only because, once again, your perception on that relationship, it just doesn't work like that. Of course, you can bring it up. You could talk to them and hope they change it for themselves. Then maybe that can happen. But expectations may never get met. And also, you become upset because you want things to happen one way, but maybe in that season that you're in right now, maybe it's meant to be that way. Maybe it's meant to be that way. And when you learn to work through stuff together, then once the season change, your whole perception or the whole reality of that relationship will change as well. Like J. Cole said, love yours. Love yours. You will never be happy until you love yours. You have to love everything about your relationship. You have to love everything about your spouse, what's going on. And once you learn to love everything about it, then you will learn to be happy. All right? So, relationship tip number 9, fellas, is perception is real. All right? Perception is real. But guard your perception, man, because it may be false. All right? This is your man, Avery Fawcett, a.k.a. Brother Rise. I'm out, man.